Good day, everyone. Today's video is on someone who was only on for Season 1, but her impact on the crew was forever remembered. Of course, I'm talking about Natasha, or Tasha Yar, and these are 10 interesting facts about her. Her story is a sad one, so let's get into it. Number 1. Tasha was born in 2337 on the failed Federation colony world of Turkana 4. Her sister, Shara, was born 5 years later. Both of their parents were killed shortly after Shara's birth, after which they were looked after for a few months by some people who later disappeared, leaving Tasha to care for herself and her sister. Number 2. Tasha had to avoid rape gangs and terrible violence just to scavenge for the bare necessities of life, such as food. One of the few bright spots in her life was finding a cat, which she attempted to protect while being chased by a rape gang. Narcotic use was also commonplace. Tasha apparently resorted to drugs as an escape at some point, but later remembered that they were more harm to her than good. Tasha managed to find a way off Turkana 4 in 2352 by the age of 15. Number 3. Tasha began to attend Starfleet Academy soon after her escape and credited Starfleet for saving her from her previous life. She joined security because of the lawlessness environment in which she grew up in. In 2363, while conducting a rescue mission, Yar rescued a colonist after traversing a minefield. Captain Jean-Luc Picard's ship at the time was also present. Picard was so impressed with her bravery that he recruited Yar for duty on the Enterprise D, as Yar's current commanding officer owed him a favor. Number 4. Yar piloted Picard to the Enterprise D in the shuttlecraft Galileo for his first visit to the ship. She set out to Farpoint Station from Earth Station McKinley with most of the crew. When the Enterprise was transported beyond the known universe by the Traveler to a place where matter and thought were not distinct, Yar hallucinated that she had returned to Turkana 4 and was being chased by the rape gangs. Number 5. Because of the matriarchic nature of the society on Angel 1, Yar took informal command of the away team while Commander William T. Riker negotiated for the release of the survivors from the freighter Odin. When Riker put on one of the sexualized outfits worn by men on the planet, she and Deanna had a good laugh at the first officer's expense. Number 6. Yar was an expert in Aikido, a form of martial arts, and regularly used several holodeck training programs. She was also a Precy Squares player. At the time of her death, Yar was scheduled to participate in a martial arts competition with Science Officer Swenson and Lieutenant Minnerly, which was to take place 3 days later. She was favored in the ship's pool. Number 7. Yar was at least slightly attracted to Data and had sex with him while under the influence of polywater intoxication. She later told him that the incident never happened. Data still felt a special connection to Tasha and later mentioned that he and Tasha were intimate. He kept a holographic image of Tasha to remember her. When Data's rights as a sentient being were called into question, his romantic encounter with Tasha was a strong influence for Judge Philippia Vluvar to rule that Data was in fact a sentient life form, as Data admitted that she was special to him even when he had no emotions to influence his thoughts on personal relationships. Number 8. Tasha rarely spoke of her family because of the chaotic nature of her childhood, though both her sister Shara and her alternate timeline half-Romulan daughter Sella visited the Enterprise. Tasha barely remembered her father and called herself an orphan like Worf. During her recorded funeral speech on the holodeck in 2364, she addressed Jean-Luc Picard and told him that he would be the person in the universe she would love to call a father figure. Number 9. Tasha was often uncomfortable in expressing her femininity, and for that reason sometimes sought the help of Deanna Troi. Yar was also very good friends with Worf, who, as a Klingon warrior, greatly admired her physical combat skills. Together, they took part in a Parisi Squares tournament against Starbase 74 maintenance crew in 2364. Number 10. Tasha was killed in late 2364 on the planet Vegra 2. She was part of an away team sent to rescue Deanna Troi and Ben Prento, who had crashed there aboard a shuttle. Their rescue was impeded by a life form known as Armus. When Yar tried to walk around Armus to get to the shuttle crew, Armus attacked and killed her without warning, simply as a display of his power. Dr. Crusher tried to revive her, but she was too badly injured, as the life had been drained from her. The officially recorded cause of death was heavy synaptic damage. A service was held for Tasha in the holodeck following the rescue of the crew from the surface, where a holographic message from Tasha was played. Tasha always believed her death would happen quickly and while on duty, and that was the way she wanted it. It's a shame that Tasha only lasted one season, as her character had so much potential. We do see a few episodes which call back to Tasha, which is pretty cool. Anyways, did you like Tasha? And what did you like about her? Let me know in the comments. As always, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it does help out the channel a lot. Take care and have a great day.